What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the Weekend Wolverine. I want you to like, share, and subscribe to this video for me. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Weekend Wolverine. That is WKND Wolverine. Again, WKND Wolverine. Let's get into it. Last week's game, I really don't have nothing to say about that. It was ugly from the start to finish. They looked bad on offense, defense, special teams, O-line, D-line, running back, quarterback, receiver, linebacker, safeties, and DBs, coaching staff from top to bottom. Everything just looked bad. And that's what happened. A good team got beat by a bad team. I won't even say it was a bad team. They just got outplayed and just didn't show no type of heart whatsoever in a rivalry game. They took them lightly, and that's what happens when you take teams lightly and you don't execute your game plan and you end up losing. They controlled the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. The quarterback had all day to throw. He made some great throws and beat him. Just straight soundly beat him. There was more excitement on the other side of the sideline. They just wanted it more. They're more hungrier than the Wolverines that day. So hats off to Michigan State. Y'all wanted it more and y'all won. Now coming up, it's year 6 in the Jim Harbaugh era. So that's unacceptable. 1-5 against rivals at home at that. So it's like, what more do you think he can do for the program? Do you think this should be the end of the Harbaugh era? Do you want the whole regime to be just wiped out and bring in a whole new coaching staff? What are your thoughts about that? Who would you bring in? Would you continue to bring in one of those blue collar head coaches that the Michigan man, just keep getting the same over and over repeated seasons? Three losses, 4 losses. It's unacceptable. If Michigan ever wants to take that next step to compete with the Ohio States and the Alabamas and the Clemsons, they're going to have to go and think outside the box when it comes to hiring a football coach. Because when you think of Alabama, the first thing you think of is football. You think of Clemson, the first thing you think of is football. When you think of Ohio State, the first thing you think of is football. Michigan can't separate the university and the football program from itself. It's still stuck in that Bo Schembler, Michigan man mantra way, and it's you're never gonna be at the top at that where you keep thinking that way. Those days are behind us, in my personal opinion. Those days are long gone. This isn't the 70s, 60s, 80s, and 90s. That era of football is gone. This is now it's if you want to be an elite football program, go get you a coach that specifically is there for football, period. That's what I believe in, at least. So, some new blood, something that doesn't fit the quote-unquote Michigan man hire that they do, but I don't think the power that be would want that. So, who would you guys like to see eventually come and coach Michigan? And if all the fans out there that want Urban Meyer, you're not fans. You're just Ohio State fans in disguise. So don't even go there with that. Don't ever think about hiring a Ohio State guy like that. That's just disrespectful and tasteless in itself. That's go cheer for them if you want that, period. That's nasty and ugly. That's not true fans right there. I don't want to hear anything about that. That's weak, But who would you guys like to see? There's names circling around. Give me some guys that have a little bit of rough edges growing up, a Hugh Freeze, for example. He's shown and proved that he could beat Nick Saban and stuff. Yeah, he had his little troubles or run-ins, what he did, but everybody deserves a different chance, second chance. Let's see who it could go. But that's not the typical Michigan hire. They want the cut-and-cut, clean-cut guy, and right now that's not working. It's not working. We had 6 years of it, and it's not working. So I don't know, man. I don't know what will happen, but is it time to move on from the Jim Harbaugh era? I believe it is. If it's not, he would have to win out. Do I think he can? I would never say he wouldn't, so I will hope so. But it's just really, really tough to see because his best team was with someone else's recruits, with Brady Hoke's recruits. That was that 2016 team where he had his best chance of winning it, and they didn't. They came up short against Iowa. And then you all know the Ohio State game, lost that on, a pretty bad call. And then get down to the ball game and, got outplayed most of the game, came back, took the lead, and then gave it right back in the final closing seconds. So it's his best team was what another man's recruits. So I don't think he can get it done. It's basically going on. Like I said, it's going on year 6. But yeah. So like in the comments, who would y'all like to see take over at the helm of the University of Michigan football program, and what would you like to see as well as that the scheme that they run? So like again, like, share, and subscribe, comment down below, and go blue.